Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Firstly, I just want to apologise in advance if the sound has changed a little bit. I did have a big sofa in here which was soaking up some of the sound, so it might sound a little bit echoey. I have put a big rug down and I do plan on putting some more furnishings in just to soften the sound a little bit. So bear with me on that one. And just don't, oh no, I haven't even told you what we're doing today. Today we are doing, I'm sure you can see by the title, it's just going to be a go to Vinyasa flow, the kind of little yoga class you can do when you don't really know what your body needs. It's just going to be a really nice all-round sequence, perfect for all levels. So don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it, especially if you love Vinyasa, and subscribe to my channel. I post out one new class every single week. And if one video isn't enough, then you can, oh, Otto's barking downstairs. You can check out the Sacred Space, which is my online subscription page. And I post on there every single week, quite a few classes, and there are actually over 100 classes on there, which are not on my YouTube channel. And I do series and meditations and breathwork on there, and we've just finished a 7-day chakra meditation series. So go and check that out below and we will go get started. Okay, my lovelies, we are going to begin our practice in our thunderbolt pose at the end of the mat. Just take a moment to let the hands rest onto the tops of the thighs and bring in any little movements, any wiggles that the body needs, so that it can begin to settle into a seat of stillness. And when your body finds this stillness, just allow your awareness to draw inwards. Start to tune away from the external world. Start to tune away from whatever is going on off the mat. Leaving it there in the past or in the future as you let your awareness rest on the body, on the breath, and in the present moment. Aware of the breath now as you inhale in and exhale out. Feeling the body expanding with every inhale and softening with every exhale. Just set an intention to stay with your breath and to let your breath guide you through this practice. Slowly from here, and you can keep the eyes closed, just interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades together and down as you straighten out the arms and reach the hands down towards the floor. As you exhale, just draw your left ear to the left shoulder. Take 3 deep breaths here, breathing into any tightness in the right side of the neck. Let your inhale bring the head back to center. And exhale, right ear, right shoulder, 3 deep breaths. Inhale to bring the head back to center. Release the hands and let them frame either side of the knees. Toes tuck underneath, and we're going to roll up into our ragdoll at the end of the mat. Keep a soft bend into the knees. Find your elbows if you can, or you can let your arms hang loose. And bringing a little rock from side to side. And really take a moment to allow your body to completely let go. Allow yourself to find some length through the backs of the legs. Either bringing your hands to the shins so you can straighten out the spine, or fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen, lift the chest. Big exhale, forward fold, keeping as much bend into the knees as you need to. Inhale, palms together, push through the feet, draw the energy all the way up. Switch the core on, gaze up towards the thumbs, open up through the upper body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Walking it out into high plank. Pausing and moving down slowly through chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, hips lifted, chest open. Exhale, downward facing dog. And keep the hands and the feet where they are and just find one deep round of the breath. And then slowly start to walk the hands in towards the feet. Inhale, halfway lengthen again. We're reversing our sun salutations. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms together, standing. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen, walking out to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pausing in that downward facing dog. And then walk the hands back in towards the feet. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, standing. Last time, gazing up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Walk it out to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And this time we're going to stay in our downward facing dog. So bring in any extra little movements you need. Walk that dog out. Bending to the knees and just press the heels down to the mat. Then finding stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Point through the right toes and press down through that left heel. Breathe into any tightness in the back of your left leg. Place the right foot between the hands and lower all the way down to the left knee. We're just staying on the fingertips. Lifting the chest and gently pressing the hips forward. Finding a nice deep stretch into the front of that left hip. Keep the hands framing that right foot. Exhale, draw the hips back. Nice and square as you inhale. Bring a little more length through the spine. Lift the chest. Exhale, find half splits. Fold forward. Spine rounds, head drops. 3 deep breaths here. Breathing into the back of that right leg. Bending into the front knee, back into our lunge, but this time press the palms together and we're going to sweep them up and overhead. Lift out of that right hip crease. So there's a gap between that right thigh and hip. Gazing up towards the thumbs, just testing that balance a little bit more. Hands come down to the heart center and we're finding a twist. So left tricep top of the right thigh. You can take your time to draw it across. Try not to collapse into the arms, press onto the top of that thigh and open up the chest like you're trying to draw the center of your chest towards the thumbs. Really sink the hips forward, still stretching through the front of your left hip. From here, if the back toes aren't tucked underneath, tuck them underneath now. And then squeeze at that left knee. Try not to collapse into that thigh, keep pressing away. See if you can hold this 3 rounds of the breath. And then push through that front foot. We're gonna open up the arms and open up towards that right leg in our lunge. We're in our twisted high lunge. Look back towards that right thumb. Keep pulling that left arm forward, right arm back. Make sure you've got space in front of you. We're gonna float into our revolved warrior 3. So left hand comes down as the left leg lifts. Right arm sweeps up towards the sky, hips are squared. See if you can open up towards that right side. So really stacking that right shoulder over the left. Gazing up towards that right thumb. Back foot is flexed. Hold it here and breathe. Or if you can, you're gonna bend your left knee. See if your right hand can reach back to find your left ankle. Hold it here. This is all optional. Or if you want to take a standing balance, look down to the floor. Push through that right foot as you inhale. We're gonna lift up. Left arm sweeps up in line with the left ear. Press that left foot away into the hand and open up through the chest, finding your revolved dancer's pose. You can take a little tilt forward if you wish. 3 deep breaths here. Keep squeezing that left arm back. And then slowly release down. Sweep that left leg up to the sky. Last pose in this sequence, standing splits. So wherever you are, fold over that right leg. See if you can use that right arm to draw you in. Use the strength of that left glute to squeeze that leg up towards the sky. 2 more deep breaths here. And then step back with the left toes, let the hands frame the right foot. See if you can draw your right leg back and keep it lifted. Exhale, 3-leg chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just pausing in your down dog for 3 rounds of the breath. We're going to switch to the other side. So on your next inhale, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Point through the left toes and press down for that right heel. Left foot between the hands, lower down to the right knee. Staying on the fingertips but lifting into the chest. This time starting to open up through the front of the right hip. And slowly draw the hips back, let the hands frame that left foot. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, soften the spine and round. 3 more breaths here. Breathing into any tightness in the back of that left leg. And then bending into that left knee. Lifting up and out of the hips again, palms together. Gazing up towards the thumbs. Finding that twist this time, right tricep, top of that left thigh. Press away from that left thigh, draw the chest to the thumbs. But really sink the hips forward and down. The back toes aren't tucked underneath, tuck them underneath. And then squeeze that right leg up. Keep pressing away from the thigh, 3 more breaths. And then opening up the arms, push through that left foot. As you inhale, we're opening up towards that left leg. Spin open the chest, look back towards that left thumb. From here, make sure you've got enough space again. I'm very close to headbutting my shelf. Right hand comes down in front of the left foot. Right leg sweeps up, left arm to the sky. Open up the chest, back up towards that left side. Flexing the back foot. So we're in our revolved warrior 3. Maybe you can bend into your right knee. Maybe your left hand can reach back to find your right foot. Pressing it away from the body. Holding here or push through that left foot. On an inhale, come up and find your revolved dancer's pose. Right arm sweeps up in line with the right ear, pressing the leg away from the body. Maybe taking a little tilt forward, 3 breaths. And then releasing, last pose in the sequence, standing splits. Right leg floats up towards the sky. Body folds towards that left leg. See if you can use that left hand to draw you in a little closer, squeezing that right glute high. And then slowly step back with the right foot. Draw the left leg back, keep it lifted. Exhale slowly through chaturanga, elbows brushing the sides of the body. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Our last downward facing dog, so we're going to switch it up a little bit. Let's widen the feet to the edge of the mat. I love this pose. Walk the hands in a little closer if you need to. Stay strong through the left arm as you sweep that right arm underneath the body and find the outside of your right leg as far down as you can reach. Try and keep the hips square as you look up and underneath that left arm, allowing the stretch to come all the way into the upper back. And then slowly back to center. Strong through the right arm, left hand comes through, finds the outside of the right leg. Hips nice and square. Lift the gaze up and underneath that right arm. And then slowly back to down dog. Send the gaze to the hands and just step your right foot halfway up the mat, right at the edge, heel turned in, toes turned out, and on the left side. Sit the hips down and we want to find our yogi squat, right in the middle of the mat. Just take a moment to drop the hips down, to lift the chest towards the thumbs. Find 3 deep breaths in and out of the belly, just gently opening up through the hips. And then slowly coming down to seated from here, drawing the soles of the feet together and finding your butterfly pose. Let the hands find your ankles or find your feet. Big inhale, lengthen the spine as much as you can. And exhale, gently take that fold forwards. Use those arms if you need to gently open out the legs. Find 5 deep breaths here, using each exhale to go a little further into this fold. And slowly just rolling up on your inhale. Keep the right leg where it is and extend into the left. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Either let the hands find your foot or the back of the knee. Spine rounds, head drops. And we're going to find 5 deep breaths in our half butterfly. If you find your arms are extending far past the legs, let your right hand hold the left wrist and just gently bend the elbows. And slowly just rolling up on your inhale. Switch to that right side last pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hinging forward from the hips. Again, if you're reaching past the feet, let that left hand find the right wrist. Or you can just be here with the hands gently underneath the back of the knee. 5 deep breaths, just loosening off the back of your right leg. And slowly walking up on your inhale. Gently release the legs and you can give them a shake out. We're just going to come all the way down onto the back. Finishing with our Shavasana. And again, let your body find any little movements that it needs so that it can settle into stillness. And bring your awareness to the breath. Still keeping all of your attention and focus inwards, so that the mind can find stillness too. And just enjoy, give yourselves these next couple of minutes of peace. And then slowly just starting to invite that gentle movement back into the body. Maybe hug the knees in and just rock out the lower back. Take as much time as you need to return back to seated. And we will just close our practice together by bringing the hands to the heart center. Take a moment to set an intention to take any feelings of calm, of peace, of presence with you off the mat, along with this flowing open energy. And thank yourself for taking this time out, dedicating it to both the physical body and the mind. Just bow the head to the heart. Namaste.